What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire as always, spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. It's time, y'all. This is what it's all about. The Final Four, and most importantly, Duke versus UNC. Let's talk about it. So to me, Duke versus UNC is arguably the greatest rivalry in sports history. We're not just talking about college basketball or the pros. I know we've got the Lakers and Celtics rivalry. I know in college football you got Auburn versus Alabama. You know, in pro football you got the Commanders these days versus the Dallas Cowboys. Chicago versus Green Bay, I get it. But Duke versus UNC, where folks wait in line for days, sometimes weeks, for the game tickets, we talking about a serious rivalry where you feel like the students right on top of you at Cameron Indoor, and where they get rowdy and outright obnoxious at Chapel Hill. We talking about two of the greatest storied franchises in the history of college basketball because of the success they've had with the top-notch talent that has come through there, and also the superb, excellent coaches that have come through these places too. UNC, they have established a level of excellence over the years that dates back years and years ago, decades ago. Dean Smith and the Four Corners, they established a legacy way back when for some people who are watching this game today. The elite talent that has come through since Dean was there, having guys like Roy Williams as an assistant coach who eventually became a head coach of the program and arguably put his stamp on the university just as much as Dean Smith did. UNC has so much to be proud of over the years. You're talking about the greats like James Worthy, Sam Perkins, Rasheed Wallace, Jerry Stackhouse, Antoine Jamison, Vince Carter. Of course, the great Michael Jordan. There's been so many that have come through there. And the Tar Heels have won many a championship, but the team that, regardless if they're good or not, each and every year, when they play, they always bring it, is those Duke Blue Devils. Duke, led by the great Coach K, who since 1980 has been doing his thing at Cameron Indoor, has established a level of excellence that has rivaled any school program there is. Coach K is arguably the greatest college coach of all time, right there next to John Wooden. During his time against UNC, this rivalry's been so great that this will be the 100th game that these guys have played with Coach K at the helm. And right now, Coach K is up 50-49. So if Coach K loses today, it'll be 50-50 Coach K versus UNC. So that's, puts a lot of weight on this game. And this is Coach K's final four. So the pressure is immense for these young guys that he's coaching, and for the fans watching who've loved him all these years and supported him in the program. The greats that have come through Duke University, from Grant Hill and Leitner and Hurley and them guys before that with Johnny Dawkins and company. And of course, the heartbreaks they've had with Trajan Langdon and Elton Brand and those guys, to getting the team in 2010 over the hump when nobody saw that coming, to the one and done legacy that Coach K was able to jump on board with when he was a guy that always had players that stayed for all 4 years and graduated, and some thought that he would get left in the past. He adjusted, and with the 2015 squad with Okafor and them guys, was able to win a national championship there. Coach K has blended his style of coaching and evolved over the years to the point where now, with another squad of young guys mixed with a little bit of veteran leadership on the team, he has an opportunity to get his 6th national championship, already being somebody who has the most tournament wins ever, and now has the most Final Four appearances ever, more than the great John Wooden. Coach K's legacy is beyond words and well deserving of this moment that I'm sure he's going to embrace. So the question is, who wins? What's going to happen today? This UNC team is big on the boards. They are playing hard. Hubert Davis has really developed these guys over the course of this season and been able to get them to a point where they started off a little rocky. People didn't know if they was even going to make the tournament, to now they're playing like one of the best teams in college basketball, and definitely have the heart, they have the camaraderie, the talent, and the know-how to get this done. They went into Cameron Indoor and took it to Duke to end the season, and like I said, they always bring it when they play in the Duke Blue Devils. This is going to be huge for their legacy as well. An opportunity when people wasn't sure if Hubert was going to get to a Final Four anytime soon. He's knocking on the door of a championship against Duke. This would set his legacy on fire as a head coach. They have a real opportunity, and I think a lot of people think they can get this done, and as well they should. But will they? Hell no. The Duke Blue Devils are going to represent Coach K. It's his last dance. And what better way to end your last dance than in a Final Four with all blue bloods, Villanova, Kansas, UNC, and of course Duke. Pablo and company, Mark Williams, Roach, all these guys have come together at the right moment for Coach K. But as Coach K would say, it's not about him. They got to play for themselves. And I know he's going to be preaching that to them, but it's been obvious throughout this run in this tournament that they've been ready. They started the season solid. They had a couple bumps down the road. The UNC game and the ACC tournament, they didn't come and play to their standards, but they've been a tournament team all year. And what I mean by that is everybody knew this was Coach K's last dance. It was all about this tournament, not about his last game in Cameron Indoor. It's about the Final Four, this moment here. These guys got a chance to put their name in the history books as the guys that helped Coach K ride off into the sunset. And they've been rising to every occasion, playing well down the stretch of games, even when they get behind. And I think you're going to see more of that today. I'm leaning on what I've been seeing from their leadership. I'm leaning on Roach to take it to the basket continuously, for Duke as a team to really get in there in that paint and get dirty with it and meet UNC at their own game on these boards. It's going to be a real battle with the bigs, with North Carolina versus Duke's bigs. And North Carolina got a couple shooters, Duke got a couple shooters. It should be really exciting. But if you ask me, and I'm a little biased because I'm definitely a Coach K fan and respect his passion and his heart that he still shows at 75 years of age, like he's a kid out there and he's rooting for these guys. He's not just leading them. He's not just coaching them. He really, really wants to see his guys succeed. You see that not just in how he coaches, but in how he has his own guys on the bench with him as assistant coaches, how he's about to turn the program over to one of his guys that was a guard on his team. Coach K is all about family, the Duke family. And I think the Duke family is going to be about him today. I got Duke in this game. I got them winning by 10, not a nail biter. I think they're going to win by 10 or more points, and they're going to stamp this one as one of Coach K's greatest victories in his career. And then they're going to go on and face a very worthy opponent in the championship, whether it's Kansas or Villanova. And I'll holler about y'all with that one on the next video. All right, y'all, that's all the time I got. You know what it is. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Catch me on YouTube. Comment. Let's go back and forth. Also, remember I'm on Instagram, @TheVaultJMU414 on Twitter, and of course, what's up TikTok? Holla at y'all next time.